Good morning, viewers. Thanks for tuning in this Monday morning. I'm Samiksha Srivastava. A lot lined up for you in this edition of our broadcast. Straight away, starting with breaking news coming in. And news coming in on the NIA raids which are being conducted in J&K. We are told a crackdown on terror funding by the NIA as the raids are being conducted in Jammu as well as Doda district. This is the raids are being conducted on the terror sympathizers that aided the terror activities in J&K. So that's the big breaking coming in this morning. The NIA raids which are being conducted in Jammu and Doda, a mega NIA terror crackdown in Jammu as well as Doda. We have Gursimran reporting live from that very location. Gursimran, good morning. If you could give us details of the NIA raids which are currently underway.
Good morning, Samiksha. And right now, the NIA raids are underway in the Jammu and the Doda districts of Jammu and Kashmir. And these raids are in connection with the terror funding. Right now, we are outside that place in Jammu where the raids are being carried out. And the Jammu and Kashmir police and the CRPF, they have cordoned in the entire area so that no one is allowed to move in and move out of this area. You can see visible deployment of the CRPF as well as the Jammu and Kashmir police. And they are here to ensure that there is no law and order situation here. This is the house where the NIA raids are going on. And we are yet to get the details of the owner of the house, but I'll request Sir Jeevan to keep showing you the visuals that the NIA teams are inside this house. They are carrying out raids, and these are in connection with the terror funding case. How these terror sympathizers, they aided and helped the terror sympathizers for the terror activities. I'll request Sir Jeevan to keep show you the visuals of inside, that there is also a visible deployment of the police forces inside also. And the NIA officials, they are inside this house. They are carrying out the raids. Some of the key documents and the digital devices have been seized. Those who were inside this house, they have been asked not to move out, and NIA is now going into the bank transaction as well as the digital devices, chats and other things, so that they can find out how they were helping in the terror funding case. Important to mention that there have been number of incidents where the terror funding incidents have taken place, and many people have helped these terror groups in the terror funding. And this important to mention that last year also on the 8th of August, the NIA carried out raids in connection with the terror funding, and this year also on the 8th of August, the raids are being conducted in Jammu as well as in the Doda district of Jammu. And this is really very crucial because we have seen that post abrogation of Article 370 and 35 Alpha, there has been a visible crackdown on the terror sympathizers and terror funders, and they have totally been pushed to the corner by the investigation agencies, be it the NIA or the SIA, and now the raids are underway in Jammu.
Yes, Gursimran, stay with us. If you could give us some more details as to these raids are related to, if the raids are linked to specific terror acts which have been committed in recent past.
These raids are linked to the terror funding that was done to a specific organization, the details of which are yet to be shared by the agency. And that organization was helping in the separatist and the terror activities in the Kashmir Valley. This is the exact case that how an organization that was banned by the union government was funded by these terror sympathizers from the various terror groups and their associates, especially in the Jammu and the Doda district of Jammu, how this module was working. And NIA was working on this module for almost a year, more than a year it's been when the case was registered, and then the subsequent searches were carried out at many locations. And these people, we are being told that multiple locations are being searched, and they were zeroed in by the National Investigation Agency some last week, after which the raids were planned, and now the multiple raids are being carried out on these terror sympathizers who were into terror funding.
Yes. Gursimran, a follow-up question. If you could talk to us more about that important point you mentioned pertaining to the digital evidence which the NIA has recovered or will be trying to get those digital evidences, which will be a key to get to the bottom of this case.
Right now the NIA is looking into the bank transaction and the mobile WhatsApp chats and the mobile calls that they have made up. A specific person who is inside, we are being told, who's inside this house was the one who was involved in the terror funding, and he was actively involved. Now the NIA is looking into his bank transactions, his phone records, his chats, his messages, and the WhatsApp conversation with the other people, because NIA has very clear evidences basis that this person was into terror funding, and there have been n number of incidents where his involvement has been proved as per the investigation of NIA, and that's why a decision was taken to carry out raids at multiple locations in Jammu and Doda, and the residence of this person in Jammu is being raided by the National Investigation Agency. A deployment of the Jammu and Kashmir Police and CRPF to ensure that there is no law and order situation here.
Yes, Gursimran, also if you could talk to us more about the raids that are simultaneously being conducted in Doda as well.
Yes, I spoke to some of the senior officials of the Jammu and Kashmir Police in Doda, and what we are getting to know that multiple locations in Doda are also being searched raided by the National Investigation Agency, and that also pertains to the same case of the terror funding for the terror groups, which in turn promoted terrorism and separatism in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. This dates back to almost 2015-16 also, during the time when the unrest took place. However, important to mention that there has been a visible crackdown post abrogation of Article 370 and 35 alpha, but despite that ban on a specific organization, they continue to fund that organization, they continue to finance that, and now the NIA has got all the details and the searches are being carried out. We are getting to know that these searches will go on for a long today. It could possibly take a day also, as the subsequent searches based on the evidences that are retrieved by the National Investigation Agencies during the first raids. More subsequent searches will be carried out at many places in Jammu and Doda.
All right, so Gursimran there reporting live from the NIA raid location. Gursimran, thank you so much. We'll keep coming back to you through the day.